Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel Daily English Dialogues. I am your host, Anna.
And I am Mark. Hello, everyone. It is great to be here with you today.
How are you doing today, Mark?
I am doing very well, thank you, Anna. I am feeling very energetic. And you?
I am doing great. I am very excited about our topic today. It is a topic that I think every English learner needs to hear.
I agree. Today, we are talking about motivation. Specifically, we are talking about a big problem for many students. The problem is waiting for your English to be perfect.
Yes, so many people say, I will speak English when I am ready, or I will speak when my grammar is perfect.
Exactly. But today, we want to tell you, stop waiting. Just begin.
That is right. In this episode, we will talk about why mistakes are good, how to be brave, and simple ways to start speaking today.
So, grab a cup of coffee or tea, relax, and let's get started.
Well, Mark, let me ask you a question. When you were learning a new language, I know you speak a little Spanish, were you afraid to speak?
Oh, absolutely. I was terrified.
Terrified. That is a strong word. What were you afraid of?
I was afraid of looking stupid. I thought, if I use the wrong verb or if I pronounce a word badly, people will laugh at me.
I think all our listeners know that feeling. It is the fear of judgment.
Yes, we call this perfectionism. Perfectionism is when you want everything to be 100% correct. If it is not 100% correct, you do not want to do it.
But Mark, is perfectionism good for learning languages?
No, Anna, it is terrible. It is the biggest enemy of learning.
Why is it an enemy?
Because language is for connection, not for a test. Think about a baby, Anna. When a baby learns to walk, do they walk perfectly the first time?
No, of course not. They fall down. They stand up and they fall down again.
Exactly. Does the baby say, "Oh no, I fell down. I'm so embarrassed. I will never walk again"?
No, the baby just stands up and tries again.
Right. And we need to be like babies when we learn English. We need to fall down. We need to make mistakes.
So you're saying that mistakes are actually helpful?
Yes, mistakes show that you are trying. If you never make a mistake, it means you are not speaking. And if you are not speaking, you are not learning.
I want to tell our listeners a secret, Mark, a very big secret, about native English speakers.
Oh, I love secrets. Please tell us, what is it?
The secret is native English speakers make mistakes too, and they make them all the time.
That is very, very true. I think many students believe that I speak perfect English because I was born in America, but that is not true.
Can you give us examples? What kind of mistakes do you make?
Well, sometimes I speak too fast. My tongue gets confused. I try to say a word, but a different sound comes out.
We call that a slip of the tongue.
Exactly. Or sometimes I start a sentence, but I forget where I am going. I say, yesterday I went to the place with the bread.
You forget the word for bakery?
Yes, I forget simple words. It happens to everyone. When that happens, do I cry?
No.
Do I stop speaking forever?
No. You just say, the place with the bread, and you continue.
Right. I find a different way to say it.
There's another thing, Mark. Textbooks teach us strict grammar rules. But do native speakers always follow the rules?
Definitely not. Real life is different from a textbook.
For example?
Well, in a textbook, you learn, I am going to go to the store. It's very formal. It is perfect.
And in real life?
In real life, I say, I'm going to go to the store. Or sometimes just, I'm heading to the store. I cut words. I shorten sounds. Technically, it is bad grammar, but it's natural speaking.
So if a student hears bad grammar in a movie or on the street, they shouldn't be confused.
No, they should understand that spoken English is messy. It's not clean like a book. It's messy and fast.
So, Mark, let me ask you another question. Do you always understand other native speakers perfectly?
That's a great question. The answer is no.
Really? But you're American.
Yes, but sometimes I talk to a friend from Scotland or Australia or even a different part of America. Sometimes they use slang I don't know. Sometimes they mumble.
Mumble means to speak quietly and not clearly, right?
Yes, if my friend mumbles, I don't understand him.
So what do you do? Do you pretend to understand?
No, I say, I'm sorry, what did you say? Or, can you say that again?
You are not embarrassed to ask.
No, it's normal. Listeners, please hear this. Misunderstanding is a normal part of conversation, even for us.
I think the big difference is how we react.
Yes, that's the key. When a learner makes a mistake, they panic. They get red in the face, their heart beats fast.
But when a native speaker makes a mistake,
We just laugh. We say, oops, I can't speak English today, and we keep going.
so we need to change our mindset. We need to relax.
Exactly. Your goal is communication, not perfection.
Repeat that, Mark. That is the most important sentence of the day.
Your goal is communication, not perfection.
If I understand you and you understand me, then your English is successful. It is good enough English.
I like that. Good enough English. That should be your goal.
So Anna, why do students wait? Why do they delay speaking?
I think it is because of school.
School?
Yes, in school, when we take a test, a mistake is bad. If you make a mistake on a grammar test, you get a lower score. You get a red X on your paper.
Ah, I see. So our brains are trained to think mistake equals failure.
Exactly. We carry this fear from school into real life. But real life is not a classroom.
In real life, there are no red pens. There are no grades. There's only human connection.
I have a story about this. I have a friend named Koji. He's from Japan.
Okay, tell us about Koji.
Koji knows a lot of grammar. He can write perfect emails. But when he traveled to America, he was silent. He did not speak.
Why?
He told me, I am waiting until I finish my advanced textbook.
Oh no.
Yes, he waited 2 years. Finally, he finished the book. But when he tried to speak, he was still nervous because he never practiced moving his mouth.
That is sad. He wasted 2 years of potential conversations.
Yes, don't be like Koji. You don't need to finish the textbook. You can start with what you know today.
Okay, Anna, we have talked about the problem, the fear, the perfectionism. Now let's give our listeners some solutions.
Good idea. Let's look at practical ways to just begin.
What is your first tip for someone who's shy?
My first tip is talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself? Does that make you look crazy?
Maybe a little bit, but do it when you are alone, when you are in the shower or when you're cooking dinner.
What should they say?
Narrate your life. For example, if you are making coffee, say out loud, I am taking the cup. I am pouring the water. The water is hot. It smells good.
I love that. It is low pressure. Nobody is listening, so you cannot be embarrassed.
Exactly. It helps your mouth muscles get used to English sounds.
My tip is similar. It is called shadowing.
Can you explain shadowing for our beginner listeners?
Sure, shadowing is like copying. You listen to a podcast, maybe this podcast, and you repeat exactly what we say immediately after we say it.
So if I say hello, I say hello right after you.
Yes, you try to copy my speed, my emotion, and my pronunciation. You don't have to create sentences, you just mimic.
That is great practice for rhythm.
It is, and it builds confidence. You get used to hearing your own voice speaking English.
Well, Mark, what about the mental block? You know, when you try to speak to a foreigner and your mind goes blank, you forget everything.
Oh, the freeze. I know it well.
How do we stop that?
The best way is to keep your sentences simple. Very, very simple.
Can you explain?
Often, beginners try to translate complex thoughts from their native language into English.
Yes, in their head, they're thinking a long, poetic sentence.
Right. They think, I would greatly appreciate it if you could possibly direct me to the nearest railway station.
Wow, that is complicated.
And then their brain freezes because the grammar is too hard. Instead, just say, where is the train station?
Simple is beautiful.
Yes, do not try to show off your intelligence. Just try to get the information. Short sentences are powerful sentences.
I also think it helps to prepare survival phrases.
What are survival phrases?
These are phrases you memorize to help you when you're stuck. For example, can you say that again? Or please speak slowly.
Or even, I am sorry, my English is not perfect, but I am trying.
I love that one. If you say that to a native speaker, they will almost always be kind. They will help you.
People are usually friendly. We forget that. We think people want to judge us, but usually people just want to help.
Let's talk about motivation. Sometimes it's hard to keep going.
It is. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes a long time.
How do you stay motivated, Mark?
I focus on the why.
The why?
Yes, why am I learning? Am I learning to get a better job? Am I learning to travel? Am I learning to make friends?
That is important. If you don't have a strong reason, you will quit when it gets hard.
Exactly. Listeners, ask yourselves right now, why are you listening to this podcast?
Maybe you want to watch American movies without subtitles. Maybe you want to understand songs.
Whatever your reason is, write it down. Put it on your wall. Look at it every day.
I also think we should celebrate small victories.
Small victories.
Yes, don't wait until you are fluent to be happy. Be happy today.
Give me an example of a small victory.
Did you learn 5 new words today? That's a victory. Celebrate it. Did you understand 50% of this podcast? That's a victory.
I like that. We are often too hard on ourselves. We look at how far we have to go, but we forget to look at how far we have come.
Exactly. If you knew 0 English 1 year ago and now you understand this conversation, you are amazing. You should be proud.
Well, Anna, I think we have time to answer a few common questions we get from our listeners about starting to speak.
That sounds fun. What is the first question?
This question is from Maria in Brazil. She asks, I have no one to practice with. I live in a small town. How can I start?
That is a very common situation. Hi, Maria. Thank you for the question.
What advice do you have for Maria?
Well, we already mentioned talking to yourself, but in 2024, the internet is your best friend.
True. There are many apps where you can do language exchanges. You can find a partner who wants to learn Portuguese, and you help them, and they help you with English.
Also, you can use AI. You can talk to chatbots now, or just record your voice on your phone and listen to it.
Recording yourself is scary, but very useful. You can hear your pronunciation clearly.
Here is another question. It is from Ali in Egypt. Ali asks, how much time should I practice every day? Is 10 minutes enough?
Ooh, good question. The time question.
What do you think, Mark?
I think 10 minutes is definitely better than 0 minutes.
I agree. Consistency is the key. Consistency means doing it regularly.
It's better to study for 10 minutes every day than to study for 5 hours only on Sunday.
Yes, your brain needs daily exposure. If you only study on Sunday, you will forget everything by Wednesday.
So, Ali, yes, 10 minutes is enough to start. Maybe listen to one podcast while you eat breakfast, or read one news article.
Just make it a habit, like brushing your teeth. You don't think about brushing your teeth, you just do it. English should be the same.
So, Anna, before we finish, let's give our listeners a challenge, a homework assignment.
I love challenges. What do you have in mind?
I want to propose a 30-day speaking challenge.
Ooh, tell me more.
For the next 30 days, I want every listener to speak English out loud for at least 1 minute.
Just 1 minute?
Just 1 minute, but it has to be out loud, not in your head.
And what should they talk about?
Anything. Describe the weather. Talk about your lunch. Talk about your feelings. Or just read a paragraph from a book out loud.
That sounds very doable. Everyone has 1 minute.
If you do this for 30 days, you will break the fear. You will realize that speaking is not scary.
And record yourself on day 1, and then record yourself on day 30.
Yes, compare the 2 recordings. You will hear the improvement.
We have talked about a lot today, Mark. Let's summarize the main points for our friends.
Good idea. Point number 1. Perfection is the enemy. Do not wait to be perfect. Mistakes are normal and necessary.
Point number 2, native speakers make mistakes too. Do not worry about grammar rules all the time. Focus on connection.
Point number 3, use simple methods. Talk to yourself, shadow podcasts, use simple sentences.
And finally, point number 4, just begin. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today.
English opens so many doors. It helps you travel, it helps you learn, it helps you meet people. Don't let fear close those doors.
You are capable of learning this language. We believe in you.
We really do. Thank you so much for listening to Daily English Dialogues.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment. Tell us, what are you afraid of in English, and how will you start today?
We love reading your comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next conversation.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Be brave and keep speaking.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.